and gentlemen, welcome back to reading even more 20-year-old One Piece theories. I want to shout out this commenter for giving me the website that we're going to be using today to source some of these insane theories. Let's just get into this. This one's from May 18th, 2005. Just for a little context, I think that's like around the middle of Water 7, maybe nearing the end. I was in a forum thread and I saw something that said, the Will of D. What is that, if anything? Where did you hear that? Oda wrote Monkey D. Luffy on his wanted poster, and my middle name has been passed on for generations. Not that uncommon. Sure, man. Just a little middle initial, yeah. But that's just one guy. I assume that theory isn't super common, of course. I read a few topics, and everyone seems to be confused by the D in the manga, and I think the answer's kind of obvious. Isn't it the family name of Luffy? I mean, his brother has D. And so does Gold Roger, which means they're related? Also, I have a vague suspicion that Gold Rogers might be Luffy's grandpa. That is honestly the most insane statement of this entire post. And we have a post saying that D is just a middle initial. If Gold Roger was Luffy's grandfather, this man had to be fucking in his teens, bro. And then Dragon would have had to be like, what is, I actually don't even see the timeline for this. You have to have some horny ass and some creepy ass pirates on the sea if this theory were to come true. Isn't it the family name of Luffy? That's what I'm saying. Why do you write it twice?
How many people thought this?
I need to take myself away from the bias of a current One Piece reader and think about what they were thinking about in 2005. Or else I'm gonna burst a blood vessel. My thoughts is on D being dream or destiny. These aren't people related by blood or anything, but these are people who share a destiny. The same destiny Gold Roger once had. He's saving me. He's making me sane again. I also just think it's mind-blowing how big of a deal the Will of D is to the story currently, and how many people back then were like, the fuck is that? What are you even talking about, bro? This one is from February 14th, 2005. It's only a thought, but I wanted to say it. Maybe Robin is the daughter of Gold Roger. Wait, don't laugh yet. 1, both can read the ancient writing. 2, both have black hair. That's really, if I were to go on Ancestry.com and they linked me to some random guy in fucking Russia because he had black hair, I'd want a refund. Just saying, I would want a refund on that test. February 18th, 2005, what I feared came true. Maybe I shouldn't even think about it next time. No One Piece this week. It's good to know that generations before me also experienced the pain of not having a chapter this week. But before we get into the next one, did you know that JJK is launching its first official mobile game called Jujutsu Kaisen Phantom Parade, and that it happens to be the sponsor of today's video? The gameplay is based around strategic cursed energy battles, where you'll need to use a variety of skill combos and play off your enemy's elemental weaknesses to win. One of my favorite features from Jujutsu Kaisen Phantom Parade are the cooperative ultimate attacks that happen when 2 or more characters use their ultimate in the same turn. It comes with fully fleshed out dialogue and custom animations, and trust me, you're gonna want to use these if you want to win your battles. The game even has built-in auto combat, 2x speed, and sweet functionality. To celebrate the launch of the game, there's gonna be a ton of really awesome events, like chances to earn SSR characters, recollection bits, and more. If you pre-register right now, you'll be entered into the Global Black Flash event, where you can receive up to 500 cubes. Jujutsu Kaisen Phantom Parade releases November 7th, so make sure to pre-register today with the top link in the description. Thank you, Jujutsu Kaisen Phantom Parade, for sponsoring this video, and let's get back into it. I think we should get into a meaty one now. This is a thread I found from April 17th, 2005, and it posed the very simple, age-old question of, what is the One Piece? I think the One Piece will have an involvement with the true history / apocalyptic weapons / Palooza stuff. It's 2024. I also wish I knew, but if I had to bet on anything, it's probably gonna be what this guy said. I agree here, however, I think the origin of the devil fruits will also have something to do with it. That's also a common theory now. I do think that the devil fruits definitely have something to do with the ancient history, but part of me feels like we're gonna figure out the devil fruit mystery / like where they come from before we find the One Piece, and the One Piece will be something different. I think that the One Piece is gonna be the friendship and care for your Nakama, and that's truly important in One Piece. If we get almost 1,200 chapters into this series and this fucking thing comes true, I will burn every single chapter that I own of this series. This one is honestly my favorite. I think One Piece might be something like a Power Stone. Interesting start. In other words, One Piece could be 3 Power Stones all in one. Where the fuck are we getting Power Stones from? Example 1 stone grants great strength plus 1 dude, this is actually an RPG. This guy is the original Isekai addict. I cannot. Equals One Piece. Oh, so he's saying you put all of the stones together and that becomes the One Piece? Or are these stones just laying around in Laugh Tale and you gotta put them together? I'm very confused. They grant any amount of wishes. Are you guys getting what I'm trying? No, we're not, dude. I have no idea what you're trying to say. This dude is actually trying to make a Persona game. One Piece is probably the swimsuit. Oh my God. This was in the last video too. That's not even the funniest part about this comment though. 500 chapters of searching and the Straw Hats find a swimsuit. 500? 500? Yeah, you were off by, just a couple of chapters. Just, 1 or 2. Or maybe it's a seed that would grow into a golden or silver tree that grow devil fruits and a new type of it. Kind of lame theory. This thing that has been hyped up for literal generations to be just like a power-up. It's not gonna be like Anchor Arms from SpongeBob, you know what I mean? We're back with Captain Bermuda. He's got so many theories and none of them have been good so far. Or maybe it's a dimensional key that opens into many dimensions full with treasure and more. How can you come up with theories that are worse than the last consistently? One dimension could be filled with all gold. Plus a dimension where all that you dream for becomes real. Oh my God, dude. Do you just become a god? Did Roger just wish for like 72 virgins and then never told anybody? Is that what you think happened? Or a dimension where people and humanoid animals live in peace while growing devil fruit trees, which they call god fruit trees. Bro, where are you getting this from? What part of the story up until Water 7 indicated this at all? Oh my God, he's back again. I did not realize I screenshotted like 8 from this guy. Maybe it's an unfinished eaten devil fruit that allows a person to turn their flesh into organic gold. Organic gold? What is this, Whole Foods? Oh my God, this one's also from fucking Captain Bermuda. I did not realize. Maybe it's a piece of Poseidon's trident, which Greek gods have literally nothing to do with the story, which would allow the person to control 1/3 of any ocean. Why only 1/3? Maybe there is like a cool tool that people can use to like control like the Sea Kings or something maybe? I think this is the closest that Bermuda has gotten so far though. Can we give him a round of applause for that? Moving away from what the One Piece is theories, we have a message from May 22nd, 2005. How can Luffy become the Pirate King after Whitebeard? Bold, you assume that Whitebeard is gonna become the Pirate King. I really think there will be a fight, a great one, somewhere in the Grand Line. And Whitebeard is going down. And maybe Ace too. Lauren Mir kinda was fucking cooking. What is with Shanks' 3 scars on his eye? I think Buggy did it to him because there are 3 and Buggy uses 3 daggers in each hand. That's not a horrible thought. It was pitched very early that Shanks and Buggy had a kind of a tumultuous relationship to each other. Knowing who Buggy is and who Shanks is now, a lot less likely. I also think it's now confirmed that Blackbeard is the one who gave him that scar. We're still not sure the exact story for it. This one is actually one of my favorites and I think it's very funny. I know all the warlords are not so old, but I think that they were Gold D. Rogers' crew. Sorry I butchered that. This guy has the worst autocorrect did not exist back then. When they come to Raftel, they don't get any older by something like a devil fruit or something else. So this guy thinks that when you enter Raftel, it like pauses your aging process or something. And after that, they all got their own pirate crew for not the Marine get after them. Let me translate. They were offered pirate crews for cooperating with the Marines. ELA was a class back then. I went to school back then. I do know that for a fact. I actually do like that like mystical island approach that he took there. The aging when you get to Raftel, that was kind of cool. Don't think it's true, but it is cool. Is anyone here glad that there was no ultimate move in One Piece? Yeah, totally not. No. In a way, this is kind of still true, but when I read it, I immediately thought to the gear system, in which like a lot of arcs are like leading up to like Luffy becoming a new gear, like gear 5 or maybe gear 6. Maybe I react to this video in a couple of years when that comes out. Do you guys still think Usopp is going to go ballistic and beat everybody? And this guy responds with, I was expecting Usopp to pummel Kaku, but that did not happen. I wonder why. I wish Oda let Usopp do something big, like beating up Enaru, Crocodile, Arlong, Aokiji, or Luffy. Oh my god. Joe wants Usopp to be the main character. Joe wants Usopp to be a god amongst men. Aokiji? Aokiji? Yes, Usopp will fight, but he needs to stop being a coward. Yeah, I'm sorry, man. This series isn't for you. In a way, he does kind of get what he's asking for, though, with God Usopp. I'm sure that put a smile on his face. The final theory for this video is a very, very long one. It was written on March 25th, 2005, and he goes into very, very fine details about what he thinks the last island is going to pertain. The Luffy pirates, bad start, they're called Straw Hats, reach the island where the One Piece is hidden. They decide to find food first. They find some odd but good eating fruit. Luffy eats it and soon discovers the fruit is sort of an anti-devil angel fruit, and he loses his Rubberman power and is now normal. Nico and Chopper also ate the fruit before learning what he did to Luffy. The pirates locate to the secret cavern where the One Piece is hidden. I'm glad it's that easy to find. And are extremely happy that they found it finally. But then the Marines arrive at the island and launch an attack on the Luffy pirates. I really doubt the Straw Hats are just gonna be the first people to walk on this island. Enemy pirates like Buggy and Alvita. There's no way. Oh my god, that's so funny. I don't even think Alvita is like in the story anymore. We recently got that graphic of like all the people that are like still chasing after the One Piece. Her ass is not to be found. By the next day, clashes between the pirates and the Marines occur. You think there is gonna be an entire nightfall where they let each other sleep? While this goes on, Usopp and Robin figure out that they can use the angel fruit against those with devil fruit powers. They create angel atoms, smoke bombs per se, with the fruit's liquid. Throw a water balloon of fruit juice at them? The Luffy pirates battle against Buggy and Alvita and use the angel atoms on them. So glad we targeted them first. They were top threat in this situation. Buggy is then killed in battle against Zoro. What the fuck? Alvita sees that she's become what she once was, a slow, fat woman. She takes her gun and seems to attempt to kill Luffy, but instead commits suicide. This is so dark. What turn did we take? The Luffy pirates next battle against Smoker, Hina, and the Marines. I love that Smoker is the leader of the Marines. Nami, Nico, and Chopper back to regular reindeer. Wait, yeah, he just can't talk anymore. He's back to just being a reindeer. He's like, where the fuck is Santa, man? What am I doing here, bro? Who are all these people? The ship suffers an explosion and begins to sink, but the battle continues. Robin tells them to leave the ship without her. Nico makes no attempt to save herself as the water rises up to her body and she vanishes below the sea. Why are so many people dying? Like actually dying, not just like One Piece dying, like actually perishing. Back online, Zoro fights Tashigi. First actual credible thing that might happen. Zoro destroys Tashigi's katana, ending the fight. Tashigi tells that she isn't worth being a swordman and demands Zoro to kill her, but he refuses. So he refuses to kill Tashigi, but my man Buggy gets caught out, gets smoked out like it's nothing? Instead, Zoro helps Tashigi to her feet and both enemies hug. Tashigi cries and Zoro only sheds a single tear. What a beautiful moment. Once again, this might be the only accurate thing coming out of this fucking theory. Luffy battles Smoker high up on the island mountain. I would just like to point out, there are probably like 7 sentences left in this theory, and so far, the biggest, most climactic battle is Luffy versus Smoker. Luffy is being pounded and beaten, but he refuses to surrender. Luffy only has one angel atom and throws it at Smoker, who uses his smoke powers to blow it over the cliff. Smoker tells Luffy it's over, but Luffy struggles to his feet and charges at Smoker, shouting, "I'm the king of the pirates," and hits him with the Gumu Gumu pistol? Hold up, it's heating up. It seems Luffy's power will give him one last Rubberman attack? Why though? Why though? Both Smoker and Luffy fall off the cliff and into the sea. No sign of them anywhere. Luffy's crew get aboard the Going Merry. Oh my god. That is actually the most mind-blowing thing about this theory. Smoker's body is recovered the next morning by the Marines, but Luffy is still missing. Dude, Akainu, Kizaru, Aokichi. Where is fucking Garp in this scenario? What happened to him? Crocodile, literally everybody at Impel Down. Why are Buggy and fucking Smoker the final enemies of the series? Another day goes by without any trace of Luffy until Usopp is fishing and something strong tugs at the line. At least he gets Oda's humor. That is totally something Oda would do. The entire crew grab the rod and pull with all their might, and flying out of the water is Luffy. And he is alive. That is genuinely something Oda would write. Luffy tells his crew that he sank to the bottom and lost consciousness, but he said Shanks appeared to him and told him to never quit and become king of the pirates. So he knows he exists. What happened to Shanks? What happened to him? With Luffy back, the Straw Hat Pirates, along with their new crew member, Tashigi. By the way, Brook and Jinbei did not exist at this time. Just want to put that out there. Now that I'm thinking about it, the worst generation didn't even exist at this point. Sail off into the sunset until, did we forget something? We forgot the One Piece! The end. What the fuck, man? This guy commented, this doesn't suck at all. That was pretty good. Anime Master. Are we reading the same series right now? I think I'm gonna leave it there. That kind of ruined my night, to be honest with you. If you made it this far into the video, please subscribe to the channel. I'm trying to make it to 100K by the end of the year, and every little bit counts.